All right, greetings, fellow grade 12s. It's Mr. Shaja here, and welcome to Back to Basics. Now, what we are looking at now, basically, we are going to be looking at our sigma notation, and we are going to be learning in terms of how do we write our sigma notation, right? So basically, that is the first thing that we are going to be doing in here, right? Now, so the first question indeed is it requires us to write down the sigma notation. And whenever we are writing down our sigma notation, we need to, always follow these, right? So if you want to write the sigma notation, the first thing that you need to do, you firstly obviously need to start with the basics. You need to find out what is going to be your difference, right? And then after finding out the difference, you also need to know in terms of what is going to be the value of your n, or rather the number of terms in this particular series, right? And remember, for us to write sigma notation, it is always a series. You cannot write sigma notation of a sequence. It needs to be a series, which means it needs to be a sum where you are adding all the terms, right? So now we are going to start here. This is going to be 5. You're having 5 plus, now this is 5. Let's fix this so that you can write very nicely. So this is going to be 5. Uh, then this is going to be plus 9, and then this is going to be plus 13, right? So now continuously. So what is it that you're going to do? Now, if you can start here, you can find out what is going to be the difference. Now, the difference that you're going to find in here, it's going to be given by what? It is going to be given by 4. When you say all of this is going to be 4. Now, the second thing that I didn't mention is that now you also then need to find out what is going to be the Tn of this particular equation, right? Now, let's find out what is going to be the Tn. Now, remember, Tn, it is given by what? A plus open bracket n subtract 1. Then this is going to be your D. So now how do we find your Tn then? What is going to be your A? Your A is given by 1 plus your n subtract 1 close bracket your 4. Isn't it so? Then this is going to be same as 1 plus 4n subtract 4. Then this is your Tn is going to be same as 4n subtract what? This is going to be 4n subtract 3. Basically, that is going to be that. And now, what is it that we have? Do we have the n? Yes, the n we have because we are told that we are having 80 terms. Now, which means we can now come back and write down our sigma notation. Now, let's try and write down our sigma notation. What is that you are going to do? Obviously, we are going to start by drawing these sigma notation sign of ours, right? Yes, then this is going to be our sigma notation sign. Then the second thing that we are going to do is now here, remember here, it is going to be the number of terms that are in there. So which means here it's going to be 80, which represent the number of terms. Now here, because there is nothing here, it simply started from term 1, term 2, term 3. Your n here is simply going to be equals to 1. And now what you're going to have in here, this is going to what? This is going to be same as 4n subtract 3, right? So basically, this is going to be how you write your sigma notation. Hopefully, this makes sense to you. Now, when you're moving swiftly along to now our number B, now they want you to calculate the sum of the series. Now, how are we going to calculate the sum of the series? Now we use the formula for calculating that. This is going to be Sn is equals to n over 2. This is going to be open bracket 2a plus open bracket n subtract 1 close bracket your D. Isn't it so? Then what is going to be now the S, right? This is going to be sum of how many terms? This is going to be sum of 80 terms. But remember, we cannot conclude for the sum numbers. For us to calculate what is going to be the sum numbers, you know that your n, it is calculated by what? By top subtract your bottom, right? This is going to be subtract your bottom. Then this is going to be plus 1. But now our top is 80, subtract 1 plus 1. So indeed, yes, our n is going to be 80 now, right? Okay. So basically, that's how we calculate for n for sum. And now, after calculating your 80 for that, after calculating that, now what is that you're going to have? This is going to be same as 80 divided by what? 2 into, this is same as 2 open bracket. What is going to be the value of your A? The value of your A is going to be given by 1. Then this is going to be plus open bracket your N subtract your n is given by 80. So this is going to be 80 subtract 1, close brackets. And your d, which is your difference, still your 4. Out again. And now when you are doing like that, you are indeed going to find out that now your sum of 80 terms, the sum of 80 terms that you are going to have in there, it is going to be given by what? It is going to be given by 1, 2, I think this is 12,720. Isn't it so? So basically that is going to be the sum. So basically this is how you are going to write sigma notation and calculate for the sum of the series. Thank you very much.